All right, so I'm here with the E-flite Air Tractor and taking it on its maiden flight. Now, I call it its maiden flight. We did take it out around and trim out the control surfaces a little bit. I had one of the experienced guys here at the club take it up the first time and make some of those adjustments. So if you have the opportunity to do that, I'd recommend it. So this is going to be the first plug a battery in and fly. Now I'm running a 3700 4S, and I had it at 5 minutes and I came in at 70%. So I'm gonna go 6.5 minutes, and this is literally my first time taking off the ground with this airplane. So wait a minute, should probably plug it in. That'll help. So there it is. We got all our switches where they go. We got our throttle cut on. And we're just waiting for it to lock in. It takes a minute. We got a little bit of wind going, so we do have that going on. So it is not locked in yet. It's powered up. There it goes. All right, so now it's locked in. Got a pretty good wind going. Alright, control surfaces checked. I'll drop our flaps to the first position. I'm just gonna add a little delay to those. Flap system. Speed, let's go. I'm gonna go up to 5 seconds. I like it a little slow. That's actually slower than I want. So we're gonna go back to 2 seconds. Yeah, that's good. All right, so flaps are good to go. Control surfaces are good to go. Here we go, maiden flight. Now, this is probably about my 20th aircraft flight ever, so. Wow, short distance takeoff. Short distance takeoff into a light wind. Definitely very responsive. I want to say I've got 30% expo. Oh, the rudder is very responsive, and I like it. I like a good responsive rudder. I've only got 5% expo on the rudder. Those lights are very visible. A lot of wing in this aircraft. Roll it over. Oh, beautiful. Low throttle, flyby. I like it. Very responsive. Very responsive on the rudder, which I like. I like a lot of rudder authority. 30% expo seems to make it pretty friendly to rolls right over. Let's do a roll here. Oh yeah, no problem, no hesitation there. Very responsive. Very responsive. The trim flight was very short, and there wasn't many adjustments we made. I mean, that's one thing I have to say about these airplanes, and it's been my experience with just about everything E-flite is, I mean, right out of the box, this thing is just pretty much ready to go. Very responsive. So for the maiden flight, I mean, I found it very easy to, you know, kind of get adjusted to it. The Habu is a little touchier, took a little more adjustments. I mean, I punched some basic expo in there and some basic parameters and set it up all according to the book, and this thing is pretty much out of the box, ready to fly. There's not a lot going on. I did look at the reviews, and it seemed like most of the people that had flown it had recommended the 4S, and this is a 4S 3700, and I love it. I mean, here we go. I'll give it a high power. And you can hear it's just got all the power in the world. We'll do a high speed. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bring it around over here. So this was a bind and fly. So it's got the 6-channel receiver that came in it. I'll try to do a full power run here. It moves. Yeah, definitely tons of power. So there we got our 1-minute beep. So we've been flying for 5.5 minutes. Just flying a couple, that was about 3/4 throttle, and I'll tell you, it's all you need. I like it a lot. On the 4S, you definitely aren't wanting for any kind of power. You're definitely getting all the power you need and then some. I'm at like half throttle right now, moving at that speed. All right, so this is the 10-second beep. I kind of not overflew it, but now I'm bringing it in no flap. It's definitely a win. In there. So I guess I've actually got more like about 30 30 RC flights. So this was like flight number 35. 35 flights, and just maidening this aircraft. And man, I'll tell you, I didn't have any problem taking it up. As you can see, we got a pretty decent wind going. Put our throttle hold on there. I didn't use flaps because we have a decent wind, but you can see there's the first position and there's the second. And I just really didn't think I needed them with this wind going on. All right, so we flew it 6 minutes and 35 seconds. And let's see what we got on a 3700 4S. We came down with 70%. So I'm gonna, that's 3.9 volts per cell. So I'm gonna bump this up to 7.5 minutes. But there it is, maiden flight, 6.5 minutes, and I came down at 70%. So I'm gonna go to 7.5 and we'll go from there. I'd be willing to bet we're gonna come out at about 8.5 minutes. Now I'm not flying a whole lot of full throttle, but just hot dogging around, a little high speed, a little low speed, a little coasting, a little bit of everything. 70% battery remaining at 6.5 minutes.